a good question. Who's gonna win the duel?
Everyone always says infinite scaling for Legion, and my counter argument is infinite scaling for your opponent. You lose the duels, they're scaling.
That is true.
Well, hopefully no lost duels this game. As Legion and my counter, looks like Tusk is going to be up there with him. Phoenix, so it's going to be dual melee against the Arc Warden, but Arc Warden not maybe the strongest laning hero.
Yeah, especially against like Snowball can be pretty rough if they get on top of him with Snowball plus tag team. It might be a little bit of trouble. But Snapfire is pretty good against Tusk in general. You can just cookie him out of the shards. And it should be fine as well.
Mid lane, we've got the Armel tying up against Juan on the Storm Spirit. Hero we've had Armel play several times throughout his competitive history, so something he's going to be fairly familiar on. Down bottom, the Phoenix TB up against the Axe Piranha. Already early Metamorph being popped just to kind of secure the first wave. And we'll see how things kind of unravel. Any lanes you think gonna kind of key for this game?
I just want to see how much the Terrorblade can farm down there before being relegated to the jungle. Like, there shouldn't really be much action happening top, to be honest. Mid lane, maybe if we get a tower toss, it could be a kill. So, any action lane should be bottom. Like, maybe a random arrow hitting or something like that.
Yeah, unless like someone like the House of Rome's made for a toss back, it doesn't feel like Storm should be in too much trouble. Maybe when the runes start coming out, that's where the support rotate. But early on, it will be Axe testing the Phoenix pulls. Already got for small camp pull, so that's a good start for TNC at least to get this pull going. As Jabs will look to deward the big camp, and we'll see if Boomy on the Phoenix can re-block that camp. It doesn't want to give Miranda that easy farm with the arrow.
Yeah, only level 1 right now, though, to the Jabs level 2. So he has to be careful, he has no dive available.
Right. Jabs maybe knowing this. Yeah, Jabs is going to leap and look for this kill. He knows Boomy just wants to die for it, it seems.
Oh, there's an illusion coming, though.
Oh, okay. Wow. TB helping out his buddy. Maybe he's not dead. Another leap in. Time the Fire Spirits pretty well here. He needs to maybe get a Tango going. It's actually Jabs who's used the leap charges, and he's in trouble. He's got 1 to go, so he may be okay after this, but that TB illusion play is absolutely sick.
Ooh,
he didn't micro it up the hill, but that's where you need to share control, because maybe Boomy could have done some body blocking.
Yeah, that's why I like to pick Naga quite a bit. You just send these illusions on the supports, and your support is like, yeah, thank you.
Jabs at least is in a position to double stack. You can stack the neutrals and ancients as top lane. Like they made an aggressive play. Legion getting kind of low.
Aquarden is...
like Phoenix should have maybe contested this double stack. Because Jabs, yeah, should have maybe known this was going to come.
I think so too. You just chase him because you can't really bully out the Axe right now. And these stacks are going to be very big for the Axe later on. He almost has his Ring of Health, so there's no real stopping him anymore at this point. Aquarden though, he only missed, what, 3 CS so far? So he's very rich himself.
That's a hero that can be hard to last hit with too at times. I mean, he goes for the Quelling Blade and everything, knowing that he wants to secure as much as possible.
Yeah, this range Quelling Blade meta has really kicked off now, ever since the item was made cheaper. How's mid lane looking?
Mid lane, there's a rotation, there's looking for a toss back. Armel. I think the glyph was actually used to keep a creep alive there. And stop that toss maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But that, I don't think that glyph was accidental.
It didn't look accidental, no.
Or I mean, I also don't think it was used for any other lane. I'm pretty sure he used it to stop Armel's toss back. That was potentially a really sick play from Chuan. Is the 4-minute rune coming up? Armel going to get a bottom with the avalanche. As bottom lane, Gabby getting chased away. Jabs gets his way away.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be relegated to the jungle after the meta ends here. Don't think you can contest his Axe anymore.
Which seems fine, right? Like, you're not too worried if your TNC and TB's headed to the jungle at level 4, level 5, right?
Oh, yeah, that's completely fine. And Phoenix can just soak up the XP bottom. How's Aquarden looking? He's still farming very, very well. They're not really able to pressure him at all.
Mentioned the Snapfire just able to secure this lane. And something I really like, going for the Scatter Blast plus Fire Snap cookie build, not going for the the little shredder.
Yeah, thinking much more about the lane rather than killing the egg later on. I mean, you can just get one level into Shredder anyway later on. It's the same purpose, the same effect. He's very close to his Midas already. 500 away only.
Definitely a scary thought that they've not been able to do anything to shut him down. And Legion not having the best lane, only 19 last hits. So, I mean, you're running dual melee against double range lane. That, to some extent, should be what happens. Like, you're not really... It's not like a pub game where you can just snowball on in on Tusk and...
Yeah.
Have to find kills. You're gonna feed if you do that. There's cookie and stuff.
The only time you can ever really beat a lane like that, I feel, is when they're out of position and you catch them. But it's their mistake, you know? Like, you usually don't win this kind of lane by outplaying them.
Any chance we see Storm TP to one of these side lanes? He's healing up back at base. I wonder if he goes for any kind of a play up.
Oh, he's
top, for
6.
example.
Yeah, he's TPing top right now.
All
What I
right,
expect this is the question.
Falls over the trees for now. They've got the wave back though, so if anything, Storm Team missing for a long time. They kind of know he's missing, but they're going to zip in onto Bok. Holds under the press the attack for now, but the Snapfire Cookie stun is going to be there, and Bok gives up the first blood.
Yeah, very good rotation from the Storm. A couple of stacks to clear as well if he wants to do that. Maybe he's going to leave it for the Arc Warden. But his rotation is very good because it also secures the Arc Warden Midas. 80 gold away from it. After the small camp, he should have it.
That is pretty damn good timing for an Arc Warden Midas. This is a hero that normally doesn't get given the best laning stage. We're going to see a similar TP down bottom. It's the Tiny from Armel making the same play the Storm did. Can they kill this Death Axe?
He's way tankier though.
But, yep, it is going to be a phase boots Tiny running on in. Go for the Avalanche toss here. Can Death survive his way through this one? Can't go for a TP because he didn't have the mana. I think if he had the mana for a TP, he may have been able to just TP in front of them there and survive, but he gets brought down.
Yeah, and Gabby never went to the jungle actually. Managed to sustain himself in the lane. The pair of tangos that was delivered from the courier. And he's very happy with how this is going. He's actually out farming the axe, which is pretty
Armel's
rare.
invading though. Tiny comes in, doesn't hit the Avalanche. Mirana quick on the fingers with the